Shalom. First and foremost, I want to begin by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, Yahweh. That's the name of the Heavenly Father, and Yahweh Shai, his name is the only begotten Son, who the world knows as Jesus Christ. And I want to give double honors to all the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who I learned this truth from. And I want to say Shalom to the hopeful elect. And today is going to be another episode, of the series Esau, Edom track record / rap sheet, his criminal history. Today so-called, Thanksgiving. You got all these niggas out here finna celebrate, man, the death of our brethren. You see? And the Lord, Esau, you got to pay for this shit, man. You killed our brethren and you made a holiday out of it. Now you got the people so gone, they celebrating this shit, man. You see? But, this just another, piece of this nigga history, man. Esau's, his track record, man, his rap sheet, man, his criminal history. This all go back to the blessing of him hating his brother, man. And that hatred went from Esau. His name was changed to Edom, and his bloodline is the Edomites. And Jacob, his name was changed to Israel, and his bloodline is the Israelites. And it just been trickled down from the Edomites. They still hate the Israelites until this day, man. But it's Genesis 27:41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. You see? And that's just showing you how wicked this nigga is, man. You ain't even considering, that, my dad, he old, he sick, you know what I mean? You just like, yeah, he gonna die in a minute and I'm gonna kill my brother. It show you the wickedness of this nigga, man. You see? But I got two articles here. And this the first one, about Gad and Reuben, because they was already here. You see? And Esau, they came over here and killed him. Matter of fact, let me get that first. What this was? Shit. So like, second edge is 13. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, this second edge was 13 and verse 40. And it says, those are the 10 tribes which was carried away prisoners out of their land in the time of Hoshea the king, whom Shalmaneser, the king of Assyria, had led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land. You see, that's when the Assyrians, took the northern tribe captives into their land. And it says, but they took this counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt, that they might there keep their statutes which they never kept in their own land. You see? And that further country is talking about what? America. And they enter into Euphrates by the narrow places of the river, for the Most High then showed signs for them, and held still the flood till they were passed over. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half, and the same region is called Arsareth. Then dwelt they there until the latter time, and now when they shall begin to come, it says, the highest shall stay the springs of the Salaki. The highest shall stay the springs of the stream again, that they may go through. Therefore sawest thou the multitude with peace. You see, and it says that same region is Ashereth, and the beloved apostle, Elder Apostle Har, he did a video on Ashereth, proving that that's America. You see, so that show, that they was already over here, and Esau came over here. They played up on them. The Seminole and Native Indian, they showed them how to live off the land. How to live, man. And what Esau did, Esau played up under him, just the way niggas is, man. Play up under them, learned the ways, and then guess what? They started killing them and giving them diseases, man. Yeah, but back to the article. This from CNN.com. It says, European colonizers killed so many Native Americans that it changed the global climate, researchers say. You see? And I'll probably play this clip in number 2 minutes, but I'm going to read this first. It says, when Europeans arrived in the Americas, they caused so much death and disease that it changed the global climate, a new study finds. You see, and that's how wicked these niggas is, man. It said when they arrived, they caused so much death and disease, it changed the global climate. It said European settlers killed 56 million indigenous people over about 100 years in South, Central, and North America, causing large swaths of farmland to be abandoned and reforested. Researchers at University College London, or UCL, estimate. They say the increase in trees and vegetation across an area the size of France resulted in a massive decrease in carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, according to the study. You see, and that's wild, man. You kill so much people and brought so much death over here. You changed the atmosphere itself, man. You see, I ain't the smartest, but I'm assuming that, I don't know, I ain't finna get on that, but that's just wild though, man. That's just how wicked these niggas is, man. You changed the whole atmosphere, man. But I'm finna play this quick clip, man, and it show, man, these are people, man.
I've been talking about how bad black people have in this country. We do have it pretty bad. But you know who may have it worse? Actually, who definitely has it worse? Native Americans. Native Americans have it.
Hey, and that's true, man. Hey, they Jake do got it bad now, don't get me wrong. But they never speak on the Native Indians, or the Seminole Indians, you see? And, he gonna bring it out on this clip. They don't even like being called Native Americans because they was here before it was even called America, you see? And this just show, man, Esau, man, it's a wicked ass nigga, man. This is the devil, man. All he do is rob, rape, kill. He just a murderer, man. He's a murderer from the womb. You see?
Have it so bad that many of them don't even want to be called Native Americans because they were here before there was any place called America. The native people of this land have the highest poverty average of any racial group at nearly twice the national average. 1 in 4 native people suffers from poverty in this country. One of the main problems is the images of them that are perpetuated by Hollywood in TV and film.
You see what Esau do, man? Hey, he got to pay for that, man.
1 in 4 native people suffers from poverty in this country. One of the main problems is the images of them that are perpetuated by Hollywood.
And look, Esau want to try to paint, the so-called Native Indian and Seminole Indian as red people. You the fucking red man. You see? As a matter of fact, I'm gonna get that real quick, man. Just show this devil, man. All right, this Genesis 25 and 25. I'm started 23. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. You see, and the one people being strong is who? The Israelites, man. And it says, and when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And it says, and the first came out red all over like an hairy garment, and they call his name Esau. You see, so he came out, red all over, man. And he want to portray the so-called natives to be these red men.
Hollywood, in TV and film.
They like us in the 1800s.
Wow, they like us in the 1800s.
Yeah.
They like us.
So what's the reality? By Hollywood, in TV and film.
They like us in the 1800s.
Wow, they like us in the 1800s.
Yeah.
They like us in the 1800s too.
You see that Jake, man, you see how they getting along, man. Hey, man, it's beautiful, man. Hey, the Lord, he bring it back together, man. It's just a matter of time, bro. You know, we waiting on our Lord Yahushua to return, man. And hey, then he's gonna be on, man. You know, you see, they got I know the brothers out there in Cali, man. They got whole northern tribe camps, man. I mean, Salakia, not northern tribe camps. I'm thinking, but they all, you know, fall up under those, you know, those 10 tribes though. You feel me?
Most of the time, those images aren't even accurate to any native who lived back then. It's sort of a hodgepodge of lots of different natives. So what's the reality? The reality is that many native people in this country still live on reservations. If you live on a reservation, then you're probably dealing with or seeing a high rate of crime, poverty, unemployment, or drug abuse. And then there's the sports teams. There are still sports teams in this country, from the professional ranks all the way down to elementary schools, that are patterned after cartoon images or named after slurs for native people. How are we still doing that in the year 2017? It wouldn't work with any other group, and we tried with other groups. It didn't work. And despite all this, the reason why native people are in the news right now is for the Dakota Access Pipeline. Visiting them, I saw that they are taking that moment to build a movement and to claim more space, their rightful place in this country. It's about time we take a hard look at how we've treated the indigenous people of this country, and then black people.
But hey, Lord, man, hey, them niggas gotta pay for all that shit, man. I got this second article here. This from Britannica. Esau a devil, man. Okay, from Britannica.com. The Trail of Tears. You see, they was talking about the native, you know, the native Indians, and this going into the Seminole Indians. Right here, say Trail of Tears, United States history. It says the Trail of Tears in U.S. history, the forced relocation during the 1830s of Eastern Woodlands Indians of the southeast region of the United States, including Cherokee, Creek, Choctaw, and Seminole, among other nations. It say to Indian territory west of the Mississippi River. You see, and the Mississippi River drying up today, man. Hey, the Lord, he bringing straight judgment to this place for all the wickedness, you know, that these so-called devils been doing throughout history, man. You see, it says estimated base of tribal and military records suggested that approximately 100,000 indigenous people were forced from their homes during that period, which is sometimes known as the removal area, and that some 15,000 died during the journey west. The term Trail of Tears invokes the collective suffering those people experience, although it is most commonly used in reference to the removal experience of Southeast Indians generally and the Cherokee Nation specifically. The physical trail consisted of several overland routes and one main water route, and by passage of the Omnibus Public Lands Management Act in 2009 stretched about 5,045 miles, about 8,020 kilometers, across portions of 9 states: Alabama, Arkansas, Georgia, Illinois, Kentucky, Missouri, North Carolina, Oklahoma, and Tennessee. And you see, and they made them walk, man. They had them walking. This shit here, man. And look, they advertise this shit, man, like, look, 9 states, man. They say Trail of Tears, the forced relocation during the 1830s. That's why he just said they loved us in the 1800s, because this is the type of shit that they was doing, man. It say supported by the United States President Andrew Jackson, Congress passed the Indian Removal Act of 1830. You see? And man, these niggas gotta pay for that shit, man. Andrew fucking Jackson, man. It's a five major tribal nations, man. And it's showing you the route, man. This shit here, man, sick, bro. Man, them niggas gotta pay for that shit, man. What it is, yep, here you go. That's a part of the law, man. This Deuteronomy 19 and 14. Thou shalt not remove thy neighbor's landmark, which they of old time have set in thine inheritance, which thou shalt inherit in the land that the Lord thy power given thee to possess it. You see, hey, and that's going back to our land, but hey, just anywhere. You can't just remove somebody out of their house. You just made them, it said they had to leave their homes, man. And this was passed by the president. That's why them niggas gotta pay for all that shit, man. You see? And this Ezekiel 35 in verse 1. It says, moreover, the word of the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. And Mount Seir will be America today, man. Anywhere that Esau, Edom dwell, man. Mount Seir is a people before it's a place. Because you got the brothers throughout the four corners of the earth prophesying against Esau, Edom over there in London, Austria, Australia, wherever the brothers at, man. Jamaica. You got Edomites in fucking Mexico, man. And say unto it, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee. I will stretch out mine hand against thee and will make thee most desolate. The Lord said he against you devils, man. He said he going to make you most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord. Yeah, the Lord said he's going to make you most desolate. He's going to lay your cities waste because you want to come and take, the land from the so-called Native Indians and Seminole Indians, Gad and Reuben. Guess what? You can have this shit. We got Israel to go back to. And this shit going to get wiped off the face of the earth. So you can have this piece of shit. Verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and has shed the blood of the children of Israel, the native so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans is not just black Hebrew Israelites. It's Hebrew Israelites. And you seen what they did to the Native Indians and the Seminole Indians. Like the dude just said, they did it to them first, then brought us over here. You see? And it says, Salaki, verse 5 again, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Hey, blood gonna pursue you, man. And the Lord, hey, he lifting up, he raising up his men. The sons of Jacob, man, the 12 tribes. You see? And the Lord gonna give certain men those powers, man, and they gonna get, they're gonna get activated on you niggas, man. What is this? What is that? Yep, this Genesis, I'm going to read Reuben first, then I'm going to go jump down to Gad. Yep, this Genesis 49:3. Reuben, thou art my firstborn, my might, and the beginning of my strength, the excellency of dignity, and the excellency of power. Reuben, the firstborn, the Seminole Indian. He said it's his might, the beginning of his strength, and the excellency of dignity, and the excellency of power. You see? Hey, that's our brothers, man. And the Lord raising them up, man. What is it? And jumping down to verse, Genesis 49:19. Gad, a troop shall overcome him. And that's what Esau, Edom came up here and did. They overcame Gad, man. Matter of fact, let me see what the word overcome going to. Just to, This H 4164 for overcome, it say to invade, to attack, man. Invade with troops. And that's what they did. The crowd upon, they came here and attacked them, man, with diseases and with weapons. They had to make the Gatling gun, man. You see, and the brother broke it down. That's why he called it a Gatling gun. You see? That shit, man, they nigga got to pay for all that shit, man. They say to penetrate, this the root word, this H 1413, to penetrate, cut, attack. You see? It's a movie, man. I hate I can't think of it. But it show you how Esau, they lied, they tricked Gad and Reuben. They pretended like they were gonna have a straight up battle, hand to hand combat. But what they did was they lined up on one side and had the Indians line up on another side. And when the Indians came to rush in to attack, they had Gatling guns lined up, covered up under big blankets. And when Gad got close enough, they pulled off the covers and crunked the Gatling guns and slaughtered all the Indians, man. This the type of time that this devil on, man. And the Lord gonna repay you for every all that, man. The wicked shall surely go unpunished, man. You ain't gonna go unpunished for all that wicked ass shit you been doing, man. The Lord see this and you gonna get put to death for it, man. First off, you gonna be a slave. You gonna be a slave. Then you gonna get put to death, man. And Lord will this be soon, man. Hey, Lord willing, this video was edifying to you brothers. Oh, Salaki, let me finish this off. I ain't even finished Salaki, man. It says Genesis 49:19. Gad, a troop shall overcome him. That's what Esau, Edom did. But he shall overcome at the last. You see? He say, hey, they gonna overcome at the last. Let me see what this word last go to. If it say like, whoo, say heel. Hey, mark of heel. Hey, it made me think about when Jacob, he held hold of Esau heel, man. You see? You see, to supplant. There's the spirit. You go to the root word for the last is H 61:17. It say to supplant. And that's what, Jacob go back to. You see? Take by the heel. You see? To assail assiduously. Let me get the word assail. Salaki. These words. To make a concerted or violent attack on. You see? Hey, look, criticize someone strongly. Hey, and that's what's going on. You being criticized strongly by the way of the prophets. You see? All this, hey, it's biblical, man. Assail insidiously. He said in a gradual, subtle way, but with harmful effects. Hey, Yahushua, he said he gonna return as a thief in the night, man. But yeah, back to the Genesis 49:19. Gad, a troop shall overcome him. Hey, those Edomites, they overcame our brethren, and us, even into this day. He say, but he shall overcome at the last. So, hey, guess what, Esau? Your ass gonna get overcame in the last. You're gonna be invaded and attacked. You see? But hey, Lord willing, this video is edifying to you, brothers and sisters. And with that, I'm gonna say shalom.